So traders, there could be false breakouts happening right now on the stock market. Looking at the Nasdaq, looking at the S&P 500, or not so much there, but looking at the Dow Jones. Also, we're getting a lot of movement in the oil and gas sector. The energy sector is actually making probably the top movers in the S&P 500 today, but it's not what you think because there's head and shoulder formations happening, false breakouts. Let me show you what I'm saying. Let's go straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so I'm going to show you false breakout patterns that are potentially forming right now on the stock market. Then we're going to get to the oil and gas where the oil and gas sector right now is the biggest movers in the actual stock market right now today in the S&P 500 sector. As you can see through here, right, we've got, this is oil and gas. Let me actually just sort this out from highest to lowest again. It goes sort of from highest to lowest. I've got oil and gas, oil and gas, oil and gas, oil and gas. Look at this here. The top five, what's that there? Top 5 stocks, or out of the top 6 stocks, only one was apparel, but out of the top 6 stocks, you can see all oil and gas. So there's a lot of bid happening right now when it comes to oil and gas, but it might not be what you think when it comes to what you're looking at there right now. Let's actually trade what we see and not what we hope for. And again, what we use tools as probability to help us with that. And if you watched my video yesterday, you'll know that I talked about how the market's getting pretty overextended right now on the stocky market. And we're just using tools, right, guys? We just use tools to give us probability. It's all that probability in the markets there, no certainty. So let's actually look at the stock market. Then I'm going to get to what this oil and gas here. This could be a bit of a fool's rally. Let me actually show you what I'm seeing. So let's actually go to the Dow Jones. Look what's happening right now on the Dow Jones. We could be getting a rejection slash resistance point, and rejection, resistance, and then also false breakout on the Dow Jones. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to crash. I'm just saying that we're on the verge of having a very nice pullback, right? When pullback in the market just simply means it's just going to have a pullback. Because remember, traders, that what is the foundation of how the markets work? Let's just forget what you're hoping for, right? You might be long right now saying, "Oh, John, you're an idiot. You have no idea what you're talking about. Get nicked," right? No, listen here. What is it? How's the market work? We go down, we go up. 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 What's probably going to happen sooner? We may go down, right? And then what's going to happen? Then we go up, right? I'm not saying this is going to happen here, guys, but just on the foundations of how the markets work, we never just go up and up and up and up and up. And if we do go up and 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 up like that, what is that? Now that's a bibble. That's right, bibble. Called bubble, right? Bibble, yeah, bubble, right? It's called the boom boom. Someone said Johnny Boom Boom How or something like that. Anyway, so boom boom, right? So that's what we're seeing there right now. We're not seeing. We don't want to see that in a good bull market. What do you want to see? You want to see what we saw last year. Look, right? We go back to the S&P 500 as a much better example. What do we see here, right? Beautiful up, pullback, up, pullback, up, pullback, up, pullback, up, pullback, up. You get the point, right? You get the point there. Anyway, so back to the Dow Jones. So the first thing I'm looking at here for is there's actually a major level of rejection. There's a major level of rejection that's happening at this level of resistance here, right? So we have the boom area, and then the boom, and then look where we are right now. We're at the boom area again, right? So the boom area right now is rejecting it, and we got a little bit of a reversal bar candle. Now, it doesn't mean anything, guys, okay? It doesn't mean to go out there and short the market right now, okay? What do? We want to wait for a good trend and then jump on the trend. Right now, there is no trend. The buyers and sellers are finding it out. Is it going to break to an upward trend, or is it going to continue this downward trend? What's going to happen here? We don't know, right? So be patient, sit on the sidelines, take that mouse, throw it in the pool, and flush the pool, okay? So we're right at the boom area. That's one. Secondly, if you go back to yesterday's video, I talked about the market being in an overbought section. If you go, you'll be able to see that. And if you want more techniques about this, guys, this is probably one of the last days I'm actually giving away my free trading course and a free coaching call and a free training. I've got like a whole master trader package, guys. That this is probably one of my last days. Because over the last few days, I've just been winding that down because I'm redesigning how I do business. And that free trading course that I normally sell, that I'm giving away for free, and the whole master trader package basically I'm giving away for free right now, is going away. So very first link in the description, guys, go get access to that for free right now, because literally one of the last few days when you start to come back, you won't be able to get access to the same master trader package from there. So first link in the description, guys, go get access. It's for free right now. Start to get the help. So right now we're at the boom area. And then look where we are right now as well too, right? Look at this here. A very, very, very interesting thing that's happening right now. If we zoom right in, notice how we have this. Notice how we actually have this whole resistance point through here. And notice how we gapped up and we broke up. And now we're at this level. We're right at this level here. Notice how this actually broke up through here. This could be a false breakout. Now, what am I talking about here? If indeed we do start to, we're probably going to get a bit of a pullback today. So we're probably going to get something like that today, right? Because we are pretty overbought right now as well too. If we do something like that, then that's probably going to be some sort of a false breakout scenario. And the big sort of line that I'm looking for is probably, let me see if I can just draw some trend lines. So probably that'll be the line that I'll be watching for. This is real short-term analysis, guys, right? Real short-term. So if we start to get a close below here, right? If we start to get like a close below there, like something like that, right? Then what that means is now this is a bit of a false breakout, and then now we're starting to get at least a pullback in the market. If this is the start of an upward trend, we might go up, we might have a low, a higher low, market's up, come back down. It may be just a pullback in the market. Remember I said before, how does the market work? We go up and then we have pullbacks. We go up, we pull back. This may just be a pullback, okay? And then if we start to do something like this, then then Donkey Kong comes to town. For you guys that are new to my work, Donkey Kong just simply means he's coming and he's ramping it. He is going, right? Maybe, okay? I'm not saying Donkey Kong is coming, but if we start to get this sort of pattern happening right now, then Donkey Kong comes to town, and then here we go to all-time new highs again, all right? Oh, John, you have no idea what you're talking about. All right. Anyway, back to the Nasdaq, right? Look what the Nasdaq's doing. The Nasdaq, right? The Nasdaq is doing what? Potential false breakout here. Once again, we're overextended right now, okay? If I had to draw some sort of a trend line to try to get something where we could be looking at false breakouts, so somewhere through there, we don't really need that. But we can see that we're looking at this level through here, potentially that level through there, maybe that level through there. The last resistance that you can see right, this, okay, let's actually start again. Can't talk today. The boom area here, boom 1, boom 2, look what happened. Look where we are. We actually broke out, didn't we? So what happens if we get this? What happens if we get something like this tomorrow? Now, what does that mean? False breakout, and then now we're probably likely to get at least a bit of a pullback, potentially a pullback, and then we got to see what happens. Because then if the market then starts to turn around and we do something like this, then this is a major bottoming pattern then again, guys, because we don't know, right? We don't know. But if we do something like this, this is going to, if we get something like that, right, overall something like that, then yes, here we go, all-time new highs, we're probably going to start to race if we get something like that. Now, I want to share something with the energy sector. Look at this energy sector right now. So the energy sector is actually building up some good base. Here we go, right? Here we go. We've got MRO, DVN. Here we go, big upward move, 5%, MRO, 7%, right? We're getting some really big upward moves. Not too fast, grasshopper, right? Because this could be a bit of a fool's rally. Right? And what I'm saying and what I'm looking at is this. This could be a bit of a fool's rally. So, looking at the energy sector now, look what we're actually look what we're actually getting here. Okay, so if we actually look at this, remember in an upward trend, we actually did this. We actually made low, high, low, higher, low, higher, low. Look what happened here, lower, low. And now we're getting some sort of lower high here. So I'm not saying it's going to be, but this actually could be, this could be a bit of a fool's rally before we get something like this coming into it. And then now we get the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder formation. We're starting to get stocks like this one right here, right? So if this is SLB, you can see, look what's happening with SLB, right? We actually broke below it, and now we're well below this level 3. So we're getting a lot of stocks like that. And on top of all of this sort of, and remember, we've actually broken down to a lower low. So this could just be some sort of a pullback through here overall, right? I'm not saying it's going to be, right? But if we get something like that and then we start to go like that, then guess what? We're probably going to start to see a very, very big move on the downside if we do get something like that, right? I'm not saying we are going to. And then also you can see, looking at this SLB stock, but I'm just using this as an example, guys, as I'm using this as an example of the energy sector, right? And as you can see, there's a lot of support and resistance through there. If we actually go to the XLE, which is the energy sector, right? We did actually come back down to a long-term trend line. The big level I'm watching for is this level, probably around that $80 level, which would be the key level I'm watching for, because that's where we did have the sort of the right shoulder, the head, and now we could be getting some sort of left shoulder. We could be getting a right shoulder for here. The big key I'm watching for is this point through there. Right, that'll be the trend line that I'm watching for to see what happens with this. With the energy sector. If we do fail through here and we start to roll over, then this long-term trend line is probably going to be nothing, and then we're probably going to start to roll over here. So there's a lot of warning signs here, and the last thing I want to sort of get your attention on, and focus your attention on, is that we asked. Remember that whenever we start to get a strong moving average in any direction, it's a big warning sign to be very cautious around that. So you can see we actually broke down. We're actually getting a bit of a movement to the upside, but look where the moving average is pointing. If we go to some of these stocks, right, like MRO, look what's happening here, right? Not only are we well below the moving average, but the moving average is trending down strongly. So this could be a bit of a fake out before we get something like that, and then a big breakdown. So there could be traders, there could be a good shorting opportunity on the energy sector coming soon, right? So don't be quick to rush. Right now we're actually breaking down the downtrend. There is no trend, right? The trend is your friend until the end. Right now, there really is no trend. We're just going sideways, and then the best trades are when the market is trending up, right? So here's the best type of trades when the market is when the moving average is strong in one direction, we get a pullback and we get a bounce. Get a pullback, get a bounce. That's what we want to see. Right now, we could just be getting a bit of a bounce and maybe getting something like that through there. So be careful of the energy sector, but don't be fooled by this. But also be alert over the next maybe couple of days, maybe over the next week or two. We could be getting some really good shorting opportunities for the energy sector.